Welcome back to these reflections on the arts that liberate and our efforts to avoid being sucked into the so-called AI mirror. We're going to go back to Aristotle. In the last episode, we began with that reflection that Aristotle gives us on human knowing. He argues that by nature, we desire to know. What is it that we most want to know? Well, here's Aristotle's answer to that question. He writes, "The first principles and causes are most knowable, for by reason of these and from these all other things are known. But these are not known by means of the things subordinate to them." We want to know the first causes and the first principles of things. Why? Because knowing them enables us to know everything that follows from them. But how can you come to know the first? This is not by way of simple deduction. These are the first premises in an argument, if you will. And we cannot, as it were, work our way to them down a chain of prior arguments. How do we capture that which is first and that which has application across all venues of reality? What would those first things be? Well, Aristotle gives us some indication of that when he continues, "And the science which knows to what end each thing must be done is the most authoritative of the sciences, and more authoritative than any ancillary science." Well, what is that? He names it the good. He says, "And this end is the good in each class." What's the good? The good is that for the sake of which other things are done. That for the sake of which. We sometimes call the good the end in the sense of that towards which we strive in our efforts. But for Aristotle and for us today, knowledge of that for the sake of which a tree grows, knowledge of that for the sake of which a cell is formed in a particular way and performs its function, knowledge of that for the sake of which human beings come together and form the body politic, that's what we're aiming to achieve when we say we want wisdom. We want to understand the why. More on that next time.